The National Electrical Code, or NEC, addresses the requirements for lighting and ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, receptacles in crawl spaces. It's important to understand that the NEC doesn't define a precise distance or location within the crawl space for these installations. The key requirement is that they must be readily accessible. Readily accessible, in the context of the NEC, signifies that the light and GFCI receptacle should be positioned in a manner that allows for easy reach during maintenance or regular use. This accessibility is crucial for ensuring safety and convenience when working in the crawlspace environment. In typical crawlspace scenarios, locating the light and GFCI receptacle near the entrance is generally sufficient to meet the readily accessible requirement. This placement provides a convenient point for accessing power and illumination when entering the space for inspections or maintenance activities. However, situations can arise where the configuration of the crawl space necessitates a more distributed approach to lighting and GFCI receptacle placement. If the crawl space is particularly expansive or features a complex layout with multiple sections or obstructions, a single light and GFCI receptacle at the entrance might not adequately serve the entire area. In these cases, it may become necessary to install additional lights and GFCI receptacles at strategic points throughout the crawl space to ensure comprehensive coverage and accessibility. The decision to install additional lights and GFCI receptacles should be based on a careful assessment of the crawl space's size, layout, and potential hazards. Factors to consider include the distance from the entrance to various points within the crawl space, the presence of any obstructions that could impede access to lighting or power, and the potential for damp or wet conditions that could increase the risk of electrical shock. When planning the installation of lights and GFCI receptacles in the crawl space, it's essential to adhere to all applicable NEC requirements and local electrical codes. This includes ensuring that all wiring and equipment are properly grounded, protected from physical damage, and rated for use in damp or wet locations as necessary. GFCI protection is particularly important in crawl spaces due to the increased risk of ground faults in these environments. GFCI receptacles are designed to detect even small imbalances in electrical current and quickly shut off power to prevent electrical shock. The NEC mandates GFCI protection for receptacles installed in damp or wet locations, including crawl spaces. In addition to GFCI protection, it's also important to select lighting fixtures that are suitable for use in crawl spaces. These fixtures should be durable, moisture resistant, and capable of providing adequate illumination for safe working conditions. Consider using enclosed and gasketed fixtures to protect against moisture and dust. Furthermore, it's advisable to install a switch near the entrance of the crawl space to control the lighting. This allows for easy activation and deactivation of the lights without having to navigate through the crawl space in the dark. When installing electrical equipment in a crawl space, it's crucial to follow all manufacturers' instructions and recommendations. This includes using the correct wiring methods, connectors, and mounting hardware. Pay close attention to wire fill requirements for electrical boxes and ensure that all connections are properly tightened and secured. It's also important to label all electrical panels and circuits clearly to facilitate future maintenance and troubleshooting. This labeling should include the location of the crawl space lights and GFCI receptacles, as well as the circuits that serve them. Regular inspections of the crawl space electrical system are essential to ensure its continued safety and reliability. These inspections should include checking for any signs of damage, corrosion, or water intrusion. Pay particular attention to wiring, connections, and grounding systems. If any issues are detected, they should be addressed promptly by a qualified electrician. In summary, the NEC requires readily accessible lighting and GFCI receptacles in crawl spaces with utilities. While the exact location is not specified, the placement should allow for easy reach during maintenance or use. Larger or more complex crawl spaces may require additional lights and GFCI receptacles for adequate coverage and safety. Adherence to all applicable NEC requirements and local electrical codes is crucial for ensuring a safe and reliable electrical system in the crawl space environment. Now let us go further into the details. Firstly, it is vital to understand the definition of readily accessible according to the NEC. While not explicitly defined with a distance, readily accessible implies that the device, in this case the light or GFCI receptacle, can be reached quickly without the need for tools, ladders, or the removal of obstacles. In a typical residential crawl space, this generally translates to being near the entrance. Secondly, consider the practical application of this requirement. If a homeowner needs to access the crawl space to inspect plumbing or HVAC equipment, having a light source immediately available is crucial for safety. Similarly, a GFCI receptacle provides a convenient power source for tools or equipment needed for maintenance or repairs. Thirdly, think about the specific conditions of the crawl space. Is it damp or prone to moisture? If so, all electrical components must be rated for wet or damp locations. This includes the light fixture, receptacle, and any associated wiring. Using appropriate materials is not just a code requirement, but also a safety precaution to prevent electrical hazards. Fourthly, let us talk about the ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection. The NEC mandates GFCI protection in areas where there is a higher risk of electrical shock, such as damp or wet locations. A GFCI receptacle constantly monitors the current flowing through the circuit. If it detects an imbalance, indicating that current is leaking to ground, it will quickly trip the circuit, cutting off power and preventing a potential shock. Fifthly, the height of the receptacle is something to consider. While the NEC does not specify a height requirement for receptacles in crawl spaces, it is generally good practice to install them at a convenient height for access, typically around 12 inches above the crawl space floor. Sixthly, let us dive into the lighting aspect. The NEC requires sufficient lighting in crawl spaces to ensure safe access and working conditions. The amount of light needed will depend on the size and layout of the crawl space. A single light fixture may be sufficient for a small, simple crawl space, while larger or more complex spaces may require multiple fixtures to provide adequate illumination throughout. Seventhly, think about the type of lighting fixture. Choose a fixture that is durable and suitable for the damp or wet conditions that may be present in a crawl space. Enclosed and gasketed fixtures are a good option as they protect the bulb and wiring from moisture and dust. Eighthly, let us talk about the wiring method. The wiring used in a crawl space must be appropriate for the environment and installed according to the NEC. Common wiring methods for crawl spaces include non-metallic sheet cable or an M cable and electrical metallic tubing or EMT. The choice of wiring method will depend on the specific conditions of the crawl space and local code requirements. Ninthly, make sure about the protection from physical damage. Wiring in a crawl space should be protected from physical damage. This can be achieved by routing the wiring through conduit or by using a cable assembly with a protective outer jacket. The NEC also requires that wiring be supported at regular intervals to prevent sagging or damage. Tenthly, let us talk about the additional considerations for large crawl spaces. If the crawl space is particularly large or complex, it may be necessary to install multiple lights and GFCI receptacles to ensure adequate coverage and accessibility. In these cases, consider dividing the crawl space into zones and installing a light and GFCI receptacle in each zone. 11thly, ensure the local codes. Always check with the local electrical inspector to determine if there are any additional requirements or interpretations of the NEC that apply to crawl space installations in area. Local codes may be more stringent than the NEC, and it is important to comply with all applicable requirements. 12thly, let us talk about the importance of proper grounding. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety in all locations, including crawl spaces. All electrical equipment and wiring must be properly grounded to provide a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker or fuse and preventing electrical shock. 13thly, ensure proper installation. All electrical work in a crawl space should be performed by a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician will have the knowledge and experience to install the wiring and equipment safely and according to code. 14th, it is not a bad idea to conduct regular inspections. Periodically inspect the crawl space electrical system to ensure that it is in good condition. Look for any signs of damage, corrosion, or water intrusion. If any problems are found, have them repaired immediately by a qualified electrician. 15th, think about the safety precautions while working in the crawl space. Always disconnect power to the circuit before working on any electrical equipment in the crawl space. Use the voltage tester to verify that the power is off before touching any wires or components. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as gloves and safety glasses. 16th, let us now look at the impact of pests. Rodents and insects can damage electrical wiring in crawl spaces. Take steps to prevent pests from entering the crawl space, such as sealing any cracks or openings in the foundation. If pests are present, take steps to eliminate them. 17th, ensure you have proper ventilation. Crawl spaces should be properly ventilated to prevent moisture buildup. Moisture can damage electrical equipment and create a breeding ground for mold and mildew. Make sure that the crawl space vents are open and unobstructed. 18th, think about the long-term maintenance. Electrical equipment in crawl spaces requires periodic maintenance. This includes cleaning light fixtures, tightening connections, and inspecting wiring for damage. Follow the manufacturer's recommendations for maintenance. 19th, let us understand about the using of extension cords. Avoid using extension cords in crawl spaces if possible. Extension cords are not designed for permanent use and can be a fire hazard. If an extension cord must be used, make sure that it is properly sized for the load and that it is not run through doorways or under carpets. 20th, there should be proper labeling of circuits. Clearly label all electrical panels and circuits to indicate which circuits serve the crawl space lights and GFCI receptacles. This will make it easier to identify the correct circuit in the event of a problem. 21st, let us now discuss the role of the electrical inspector. The electrical inspector is responsible for enforcing the NEC and local electrical codes. Before starting any electrical work in a crawl space, it is a good idea to contact the local electrical inspector to discuss the project and obtain any necessary permits. 22nd, make sure about the using of the right tools. Use the right tools for the job. Working with electricity can be dangerous, so it is important to use the right tools to ensure safety. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment. 23rd, ensure the awareness of the electrical hazards. Be aware of the potential electrical hazards in a crawl space. These hazards include electric shock, arc flash, and fire. Take steps to minimize these hazards by following safe work practices and using appropriate equipment. 24th, let us discuss the arc fault circuit interrupters, or FSI protection. The NEC may require arc fault circuit interrupter, or FSI, protection for circuits that serve crawl spaces. FSIs are designed to detect arc fault, which are a common cause of electrical fires. Check with the local electrical inspector to determine if FSI protection is required. 25th, do you understand the importance of the manufacturer's instructions? Always follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing and maintaining electrical equipment in a crawl space. The manufacturer's instructions provide important information about the safe and proper use of the equipment. 26th, and lastly, always stay informed about the latest NEC updates. The NEC is updated every 3 years. Stay informed about the latest changes to the code to ensure that all electrical work is performed according to current standards. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that the electrical system in crawl space is safe, reliable, and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Always prioritize safety and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. The readily accessible requirement is the golden rule. Keep that in mind.